Alright, let's dive into a story that's been making waves online, and trust me, it's one of those narratives that'll make you rethink how you measure success. We're talking about Miza Nazili, a Singapore-based entrepreneur whose journey is a masterclass in resilience. But here's the thing, this isn't just another rags to riches tale. It's a raw, unfiltered look at what it really takes to build something from the ground up. And personally, I think that's what makes it so compelling. First off, let's address the elephant in the room. Miza's now at the helm of 5 businesses projected to rake in over 15 million Singapore dollars this year. She's got a Porsche, a 6th-floor headquarters, the whole 9 yards. But what's fascinating, and what many people don't realize, is that this success wasn't handed to her. It was built on a foundation of failures, setbacks, and moments where most people would have thrown in the towel. I mean, think about it. She was fired from her job, watched 3 businesses crumble, and at one point had just $20 in her bank account. If that's not a reality check, I don't know what is. What makes this really interesting is how she frames her story. Instead of glossing over the struggles, she puts them front and center. She talks about owing $80,000 in debt after a business failure, about crossing borders daily to save on logistics because she couldn't afford better options. And here's where it gets even more relatable. Her products were initially rejected by a major retailer. Today, they're in over 100 stores. If you take a step back and think about it, this isn't just a story about perseverance, it's a reminder that rejection and failure are often stepping stones, not dead ends. But here's the part that really struck me, Miza's emphasis on not comparing your journey to someone else's highlight reel. It's so easy to look at someone like her now and think, wow, she's got it all figured out. But what we don't see is the school dropout whose parents were disappointed, the countless nights of doubt, the moments where giving up seemed like the only option. In my opinion, that's the real takeaway here. Success isn't linear, and it's never as glamorous as it looks from the outside. This raises a deeper question, though: why do we constantly fall into the comparison trap? Miza's story is a powerful antidote to that. She's not just saying, look at me, I made it. She's saying, look at how I made it, and more importantly, focus on your own path. From my perspective, that's a message we all need to hear, especially in a world where social media often paints success as this effortless, overnight phenomenon. A detail I find fascinating is how she turned her rejections into opportunities. That retailer who initially said no? Now they're stocking her products. What this really suggests is that failure isn't the end, it's feedback. And if you're willing to learn from it, it can actually propel you forward. Personally, I think that's a lesson we could all stand to internalize a little more. So, what's the big takeaway here? For me, it's this: success isn't about avoiding failure, it's about how you respond to it. Miza's story is a testament to that. And honestly, it's a reminder that behind every polished Instagram post or LinkedIn update, there's a story of grit, sacrifice, and countless unseen struggles. So, the next time you find yourself comparing your chapter 1 to someone else's chapter 20, remember Miza's journey. Because, in the end, it's not about where you are, it's about where you're headed. And that, my friends, is something worth thinking about.